Hello and welcome to Modalities Movement Therapy. It's week 27. I'm Brenda, and in this routine we're going to be looking at rotation and the lateral line of the body. So we want to bring length into that lateral line of the body, and we want to bring some rotation. So stretching around this area, around the lower back, into the psoas muscle, and a lot of movement into the arms, releasing the neck and the shoulders. For the workout, you're going to need a foam roller. You're going to need a peanut, a high-density foam peanut. If you don't have a high-density foam peanut, you can use a soft reflex ball. If you have the two, bring them both. You can chop and change between the two. We're going to start in standing, and either using that reflex ball or the peanut, we're going to just give the feet a good release. So take the peanut under the foot, so the lateral part of the foot is in the center of the peanut, and you bring the arch onto one side of the peanut. So giving that deep core line a good release. Nice, slow and steady movement. All the way from the toes to the heel. You can move your foot around slightly on the peanut. Bring the lateral part of the foot to the outside of the peanut and the big toe on the center. So you should feel a bit of a stretch up the inside of the leg. Give it a good release. Now drop the heel onto the floor or the mat. Bring your feet parallel. If you can't keep them close together, take them slightly apart, but keep them parallel so you're getting more of a stretch along the back line of the body. You're going to take the arm, the outside arm, and bring it up and over, and I want you to bounce into that lateral stretch. Look down at your foot, relax your neck. Now roll down towards that ankle and bounce. And then you're going to come up the same way you went down. Try to relax the head so the crown of the head is pointing to the floor, and breathe yourself in to that lifted position and circle that arm up and over. Let's do the same thing to the other side. So you're going to take the foot onto the peanut and just move that foot around, rotating the foot and changing the position of the foot. So you're working that entire area. The lateral part into the center and the big toe into the center, right from the toes to the heel. And then again, we're going to go into that lateral stretch. So bring the heel onto the floor or the mat. Feet are side by side, either close together or wide apart. Reach that hand down to the peanut. Breathe in. Circle that arm up. Reach the hand towards the ankle. Just bounce a few times into that lateral stretch. And rotate that shoulder. Roll down and bounce. Crown of the head pointing down to the mat. And when you're ready, you breathe yourself into that lifted position, stretching and lengthening around the lower back there, and breathe in and open up. Good, and shake everything out. Just put the peanut to the side. Take your foam roller. And let's start with the foam roller next to the back leg in a lunge position. You're going to just relax you can either take the hand onto the foam roller, and this leg, I want you to bring the glute medius, the lateral side of the leg, onto the foam roller, and we're just moving up and down. Now I want you to feel quite a bit of a stretch here. You might lift up in the shoulder a bit. Just move up and down. 5 and 4, 3 and 2 and 1. Let's bring the feet next to one another. The foam roller stays there. You can lift the knee up in front of the leg in line with the hip, and again we're just pushing into the foam roller and you're feeling that movement into the supporting hip. Lift and lower. You're pushing out, and 5 and 4, 3, 2 and 1. Bring that foot back onto the floor. You can take the foam roller out slightly, but hold on to it. And now, again, you're feeling quite a bit of movement into the supporting leg, but swing this leg around. Take that upper body with you, working into that rotational movement. 4 more. And 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's do the same thing to the other side. So start off in that lunge position, and we're sliding. So you're on the ball of the foot at the back, and we're sliding that hip, leg, hip area up and down the foam roller. Push into the foam roller. 5 and 4, 3, 2 and 1. Good. So that same leg we're going to lift up, and you're going to shear and get that movement into the supporting leg, shearing over that hip. Keep going. Four more. 3, 2 and 1. Good. Standing on that leg, you can take the foam roller out, grab hold of your shoulder, and swing the entire body around that supporting leg. Keep going. 5 and 4, 3, 2 and 1. Good. From there, you're going to take one foot onto the mat, the ball of the foot, and the other foot, the heel of the foot, onto the mat. You're going to take the foam roller in each hand, and now imagine there's a wall next to you and your hands are against the wall. I want you to rotate the upper body, pulling back. So challenge your balance a little bit, squeeze your glutes. Rotate that upper body as much as you can. Then drop down again, squeezing the glutes, and rotate. Good. Breathe in, and keep the foam roller right where it is. Just rotate it slightly. Exhale, and drop. Nice and slowly. Breathing in. Open yourself up, and exhale. Good. Let's do another 5. We're going to breathe in and exhale. 4, 3, 4. Breathing in and exhale. And breathing in. 3 more. And exhale. Here we go for 2. Breathing in and exhale. Keep going, challenging that balance. And the last one. Breathing in and exhale. Oh, that's quite an intense stretch down that lateral side, and you should also feel it into that lower back area. Let's do the same on the other side. So open up the feet slightly to the diagonal, so that should help you also with your stability. Let's bring the hands, we had them over here, we're going to bring them over here. So we're going to breathe in and rotate up And exhale. And rotate. Good, nice and slow. You're breathing in and opening up. And exhale. Breathing in for 3. And exhale. If you need to start the movement off small, do so. You can always progress to a bigger movement using your breathing as well. And exhaling. And you'll probably find one side a little bit more challenging than the other. Let's do another 4. Breathing in, opening up, and exhaling. And 3 to go. Two more. And the last one. Breathing in and exhaling. And release. Good, let's come down onto the mat. We're going to start with the neck on the foam roller. So just give the neck a nice release. Nod the head from side to side. Hold on to each end of the foam roller, and I want you to shear your neck from side to side. Sliding the head from side to side. Let's rotate forward. For the first one, you're going to take that bottom arm behind you so it's parallel to the foam roller and your palm is facing down. Any shoulder issues, so ideally this is your position. If you see it from this angle, arm in parallel to the foam roller, palm facing down. Any shoulder issues, you can try to keep the shoulder behind you and the palm can face up, and you're going to now nod the head back and forward. Take that top hand up, the top arm, and squeeze the shoulder blades together. And nod your head forward, breathing in as you go back, breathe out as you come forward. Just do another 2. And another 1. Now if you've got the arm parallel to the foam roller, you're going to bring it parallel to the spine now, and the palm is going to face up. Then we're going to take the top foot in front of the knee. You're going to lift up and over the foam roller, and I want you to take that arm. You can hold on to the bottom ear if you can reach it, and just pulse up and over. So you're bouncing that shoulder into the foam roller. Pulsing it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now take the hand behind you. Keep the hip lifted off the mat, and let's just keeping the weight into the foam roller. Nod the head forward and back. Breathing in and out. 2 more. And 1 more. Good, so just getting that movement, that rotation into the neck. Let's do the same thing to the other side. So we'll start off with the ear on the foam roller. The arm is back, palm facing down. Otherwise, you've got the palm facing up and the arm is perpendicular or parallel to the spine, perpendicular to the foam roller. Take that top arm, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and let's nod the head back and forward. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Another 4 to go. And 3. 2 more. For the last one, change the position of that bottom arm parallel to the spine. And now you're going to bring the foot in front, lift up off the hip, push into the knee, and let's bounce into that stretch. You can bring the hand up, reach it over, getting more length into that lateral line of the body, and just pulse it up. And then just a few nods back and forward. 5, 6, keep going, 7, and 8. Rock around onto your back, and let's just bring the shoulder blades onto the foam roller. Head is resting in the hands, and let's give the shoulder blades just a bit of a release. So more specifically, let's try and get into one shoulder blade. If you have a lot of tension around this area, rotator cuff injury or anything like that, you're probably going to opt to bring both shoulder blades onto the foam roller. But if you can, one at a time. Make that movement nice and big, right from the neck all the way down that shoulder blade. Come back to the center, both shoulder blades on the foam roller. Really open up over the diaphragm. And you're going to drop the tailbone onto the mat, hug the knees to the shoulders. And let's go around to the first side. We're now going to take the elbow onto the foam roller. So we're going to start with the lateral line of the body. And you're going to rest your ear in your hand, and we're going to lengthen out. I want you to stretch that top leg away. So we're going to lengthen, create that two-directional pull. If you want, you can rest your ear on your arm and hold onto the elbows. So lengthen out there, and then come back to the elbow. You're going to tuck into that rounded position. Rolling along the triceps, breathing in and lengthening out. Exhale and tuck. Here we go for 3. And exhale. Breathe in for 4. And exhale. Here we go for 5. And exhale. 3 more, and exhale. Another 2 to go, and exhale. For the last one, and exhale. Good. Put the foam roller to the side. We're going to come back onto it in a minute. For now, we're just going to position the peanut just below that armpit. So you're going, if you don't have a peanut, then you take that yellow or orange reflex ball, whatever ball you have, and you're going to rest the ear back on the arm. And now, relaxing there as much as possible, you're going to rock forward and back. So position the peanut or that ball until you find that spot you're looking for. We can also move up and down and just release those muscles around the rotator cuff, around the shoulder area. And let's come off the peanut. You can put the peanut to the side or the ball and bring the foam roller back onto your side. So in this position, we're now going to bring the foam roller slightly lower down than the armpit. And I want you to take hold of that top arm. So you're grabbing hold of the wrist with the bottom hand. And let's come into a knee box position. So you're going to open up and hopefully feel that stretch right around this whole area into the lower back. Just holding the position, we're mainly going to focus on the breathing. So you're going to really open up and lengthen and exhale and relax. Breathing in, lengthening into that lateral line and exhale. Try to take that top knee as far back as you can, really engaging those glutes. Breathing in and exhale. Here we go for 4 more. Breathing in and exhale. And 3 to go. Breathing in and exhale. Another 2. Breathing in and exhale. For the last one, and exhale. Okay, so now you're going to take, you can take either the peanut or the reflex ball and bring it between your knees. Bring your feet in line with your bum, in line with your back, in line with your shoulder. And so you're going to now keep the foam roller where it is. So it's not in the armpit, it's slightly closer towards the hip. And we're going to work into some crunches. We're breathing in, rotate slightly, and then on the exhalation, I want you to try and lift up, squeezing the reflex ball between the knees and crunch into that position. You can rotate slightly back, but try and lift up towards that hip, bring that elbow towards the hip. Let's breathe in and exhale, squeezing and lifting. Here we go for 3. Breathing in and exhaling and breathing in and exhaling, breathing in and exhaling. Let's do another 4. And squeeze and exhale. 3 to go. And exhale. Another 2. And exhaling, pulling that rib cage down, crunching, crunching, crunching for the last one. And exhale. Good, and release. Let's have a quick drink of water and then we're going to take the foam roller over to the other side. Let's start with that tricep release. So, elbow on the foam roller. Rest your ear on your arm, or you can rest your head in your hand. Bottom knee is bent to the front. You can hold on to the elbows and let's lengthen out, rolling along the triceps, and now tuck into that crunch. Let's breathe in, lengthening out, and exhale to that crunch. Breathe in and exhale. Try and extend your leg. Rest the foot and the heel on the floor. and really reach out. So lengthening again into that waist and that hip area. Opening up that joint. Exhale and tuck. We're going to do 5 more. Breathing in and exhale. And 4 to go. And exhale. 3 more. And exhale. Another 2. And exhale. For the last one. And exhale. Good. Put the foam roller to the side and just bring the peanut onto the armpit. So again, you'll be able to tell where you need it the most. So move the peanut around. If you don't have a peanut, you know what to do. You've got that reflex ball. Rest the ear on the arm and let's rock back and forward. So position the peanut until you really feel that release around these muscles, the part of the rotator cuff muscles on the shoulder blade. There we go. Breathing in, rock forward and back. And remember, you'll feel a difference in both sides. Keep that upper body nice and open. Breathing in and exhale. And again, breathing in and exhale. Let's do 4 more. And exhale. 3 to go. And exhale. 2 more. For the last one, roll up and down a little bit and release. Back onto the foam roller. So we're going to reposition the foam roller slightly higher up, closer towards your hip, not directly under the armpit, but below the shoulder blade there. Let's open up the knees, and before we rest the head in the hands, I want you to lengthen there. So you're in a knee box position with the legs. Grab hold of that top wrist and really just lengthen out. Hold it there for a few seconds, and then I want you to focus on your breathing into that stretch. Breathing in. Remember, breathing creates movement. And exhale. And again, nice deep breath in. And exhale. Take your time, focus on your breathing. Breathing in for 4 counts. Try to keep that bottom knee down. And exhale. We're going to do another 4. Breathing in. And exhale. And 3 to go. And exhale. 2 more. And exhale. For the last one. And exhale. Take yourself off that foam roller, nice and slowly. Bring your knees together, stack them, feet in line with the bum, in line with the shoulder. That reflex ball, or you can use the peanut between the knees. Keep the foam roller where it is. Head into the hands, and now we're going to breathe in. You're going to rotate into that open position. On your exhalation, you're going to squeeze that peanut or reflex ball between the knees and crunch into that lateral movement. Let's open up again. and breathe in. On the exhalation, squeeze that reflex ball, crunch, lifting that elbow up and over towards the hip. Breathing in and exhale into that crunch. Here we go for 4. Breathing in and exhale. Breathing in for 5 and exhale. Breathing in for 6 and exhale. 2 to go. Nice deep breath in and exhale. For the last one, and exhale. Good. And you can release that reflex ball. We're now going to come into a knee box position. Quickly have a drink of water and then we'll continue. So you can take the reflex, if you don't have a peanut, take the reflex ball, just put the foam roller to the side for now. And you can either put the reflex ball underneath that ankle on the lateral side of the leg, or you can bring the peanut onto the lateral part of the leg, just above the ankle bone, and take the reflex ball onto the top of the ankle. If you're using the reflex ball, you're going to sandwich the ankle between the hand and the ball. Otherwise, let's get back, peanut, reflex ball, or heel of the hand. And pushing the knee down, I want you to draw a nice big circle with the foot. And change direction for 8, 7. Focus on the size of that circle rather than the speed. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Just keeping the ball, the foot where it is on the peanut. Let's massage into the arch of that foot. And you can work your way up along to the big toe, around that deep core line area. Let's release that reflex ball, and I want you to bring the peanut, or again you can use the reflex ball, onto the lateral part of the leg and give it a good slow and steady release. Move the peanut up or the reflex ball up if you need to, and you can do it in increments. This is often an area where runners carry a lot of tension along that lateral line, especially that ITB coming into the glute medius on the lateral part of the hip. We're now going to bring the peanut onto the knee, and we're going to move the top of the peanut around until we find that area that needs releasing. So give it a good move around there and push in to the peanut. Take the reflex ball. If you don't have a reflex, if you're using the reflex ball underneath the knee, then you can push into the reflex ball and just massage the inside of the knee with the elbow. Otherwise, you can use that reflex ball if you have both handy there, and give that knee a nice release. Keep pushing into the peanut underneath. Good, we're going to continue up the lateral part of the leg along that ITB, so bring the peanut up, and you're going to support yourself in the same hand. The other hand you can push down, and now just rock the hip off the mat and bounce. Let's move the peanut slightly higher up, and just rocking forward and back. We want to keep the ITB quite nice and tight. That is a thick fascial band. That's the connection between the hip and the knee, and it's there for a purpose, to keep that stability. But sometimes there is quite a bit of tension underneath that ITB and around that ITB, and the ITB can get quite taut. So just a slow and steady release. Let's position the peanut a little bit higher up again, and now you lift it off the mat and you can roll slightly there. And when you're ready, you're going to rotate yourself, so you come into a seated position on the peanut, and you're going to wiggle the hips from side to side, so giving those glutes a bit of a release. Still that glute medius on the lateral side of the leg. Keep focusing on that. Another 2 and 1. Let's do the same thing to the other side. So knee box to the other side, and bring the peanut into just underneath the ankle. Let's start off massaging into the arch of the foot with that reflex ball. If you're using the reflex ball under the ankle, you can make a fist with the hand and you can massage into that arch. You can even use a thumb going right up onto the big toe and around that area there. And then we're taking the ball or the heel of the hand, sandwiching the ankle between them, pushing the knee down. So you've got lots of movement in that ankle. And when you're ready, you're going to change direction. Six and 7 and 8. Release the ball or use it if you haven't got a peanut, and let's roll that lateral part of the leg out from the ankle to the knee. Reposition the peanut, or again the reflex ball underneath the knee, and let's just bounce into it, move it around until you find that sweet spot. And once you have that spot, keep the peanut there, take the reflex ball or your hand or your knuckle, and let's massage around. Keep pushing the knee into the ball or the peanut. Let's release the ball and take the peanut up the lateral part of that leg, and let's start rocking back and forward. Let's position the peanut slightly higher up, rock forward and back. Move the peanut slightly higher and still rocking forward and back. Let's move the peanut right up to the glutes and start rolling along. When you're ready, you're going to rotate and roll right over next to the tailbone, still on the glute medius on the side. Keep going, another 6. And 5, 4 to go, 3 more, 2, and 1. In this position, just put the foam roller to the side, and we're going to position the peanut in line with the hip bones, so it's on either side of the spine, perpendicular to the spine. Lift your lower back. Position the peanut, feet are flat, knees are bent, you can support your head in your hands, drop your tailbone, breathe in, and on the exhalation push into the peanut and tuck and tilt the pelvis. Let's breathe in and arch. And exhale, tilt and tuck. Here we go for 3. Breathing in and exhale. Wiggle your hips from side to side, so hold the exhalation. Here we go for 4. Breathing in and exhale. And wiggle. 4 to go. Nice deep breath in. And exhale. And wiggle. 3 more. Breathing in. And exhale. And wiggle. 2 more. Breathing in. And exhale. And wiggle. Last one, breathing in and exhale and wiggle. Keeping the right side of the peanut on the spine, you're going to lift and move the left side of the peanut underneath the right side of the peanut, if that makes sense, on the right side of the spine. So from this position, we're going over here. Still lying on the peanut, it's now on the right side of the spine, and if you want to, cross the right ankle over the knee, so we're giving that lower back area a good release. Seven and 8. Let's now move that peanut so it's still parallel to the spine. Bring it onto the left side of the spine, and you're going to roll it towards the hip. So that peanut's going to move from the left side of the spine towards the left hip. If you can, cross the ankle over the knee. If the hips are very tight, then keep both feet flat. Let's rock from side to side. 7, and last one, 8. Good, release the peanut, rock yourself up onto the knees, just have a drink of water. You can put the peanut and the ball to the side. We're now going to take the foam roller back next to us, and we're going to take, so the knees are on the mat, you're going to take the opposite arm to the foam roller. I want you to take hold of that wrist with the same hand, rest your ear on your arm, and we're going to roll out and in. So if you see it from this angle, rolling out, breathing in, and just a nice slow and steady movement. So you should feel that release all the way down that lateral side into the lower back. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. 2 more. And out. For the last one. And out. From this angle, we're now going to breathe in, rolling out, and you're going to come up into a crunch. So you're going to crunch into those obliques on the side where the roller is. Breathe in, still resting the ear on the arm, exhaling, and come up into that crunch. Breathe in, pull that wrist away, and exhale. Keep going, let's do another 5, breathing in, and exhale. 4 to go, and exhale. 3 more, and exhale. 2 to go, and exhale. For the last one, and exhale. Keep the foam roller where it is. See, from this angle, we're going to keep the same knee on the mat. You're now going to rest that foot in the foot arch of the supporting leg. Take your hands as far around as you can. So again, we're crunching into those obliques, activating our first gear, which is our glute on that supporting leg. Relax the head, and you're going to pulse that knee up. We're going to do 2 sets of 8. 8 and 7. 6, so you're slightly leaning into that leg. 5. Hardly any weight into the hands. 4, 3, 2, and 1 more set to go. 8 and 7, 6 and 5, 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Good. Well done. We're going to go over to the other side, and we're going to start off with that extension right into that lower back. So see it from this angle, both knees are on the mat. We're going to grab hold of that wrist, and we're going to relax the ear on the arm, and you're going to just bounce into that stretch, focusing on your breathing and lengthening out. Let's take a deep breath in, and on the exhalation, crunching into those obliques. Breathe in and then exhale. Here we go for 3. And exhale. Breathe in and exhale. Breathe in and exhale. Let's do another 4 and exhale. And 3 to go. And exhale. Another 2 and exhale for the last one and exhale. Good. Keep the foam roller where it is. We're now going to rotate the hands as far around as we can, but before we do that, I want you to push into that, lean into that side, lift the knee, rest the foot in the foot arch of the other leg, and you're going to rotate a little bit more and leaning into it, but try to keep the weight off the hands. Lean as much into it as you can without doing that. Bounce your leg. Let's pulse for 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6. Keep breathing. And 8. 8 more. 8 and 7, 6 and 5, 4 to go, 3, 2 and 1. Nice. And coming onto the knees in front of the roller. Drop your chest down, knife edge of the hands onto the foam roller. Nod your head from side to side and just bounce into that chest stretch. Breathing in and exhale, tuck and round the spine. Keep going with this movement. You're arching that back. Breathing in and bounce your chest down. And now you're going to tuck and exhale, rounding the spine again. Keep going. We're going to do 8 altogether. This is 3. Breathing in, roll forward, and exhale, tuck and round. Breathing in for 4. Roll forward, and exhale, tuck and round. Breathing in for 5. Roll forward and open up. And exhale. Three more. Breathing in. Open yourself up. And exhale. Another 2 to go. Breathing in and out. Rolling forward. And exhale. For the last one. And inhale. And exhale. Stop and have a quick drink of water. We're just going to lengthen and seesaw a little bit into the body. So take the foam roller ahead of you. Open up your feet and turn the feet out if you can. Otherwise you keep the feet straight, but turn out if you can, resting the big toes and the inside of the ankles on the mat. Reach your arms forward, rest your forehead down. We're going to breathe in, squeezing those glutes to support the lower back. On the exhalation, roll forward. Keep going, breathing in and lifting up on your inhalation. Nod the head from side to side so that neck should be nice and released. Inhale and coming up, nodding the head, breathing in. Let's do it again. Breathing in, fire your glutes with your breath, and exhale. Okay, we're now going to seesaw. Any pain in the lower back, you're going to continue with the same movement, otherwise you're lifting the legs up and breathing in and exhale. Keep going, nice and slowly. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it in the lifted position. Again, nod your head from side to side. And release. Release the foam roller. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Push back up into your child's pose. Rest your forehead on the mat. Open up the knees. The feet are together. Lengthen yourself out. And take a few nice deep breaths in. And exhale. Breathing in. Take one more last deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the nose for 6 counts. Come up onto your hands and knees, curl your toes under, push up to pyramid or down dog, and walk through the feet. The feet are as wide as the mat. Both heels down into the mat and just bounce your chest towards your thighs. Walk your hands back to your feet and breathing yourself into that lift. Pull the arches of the feet up, help you engage your glutes more easily. And uncurl. Let's finish off with lateral roll down. So we're going to breathe in and take hold of one hand, grab hold of the wrist and rotate down and reach around to that ankle. Hang out there and bounce. Coming to the center, let's change hands. Grab hold of the other wrist, breathe in, squeezing and pulling up the arches of the feet and roll up into that lateral stretch. And let's reverse it. So you're breathing out, exhaling, and rotating. And again, just bounce a few times and go back up the other way. Grab hold of the other wrist, breathe in, and uncurl through the spine. A nice open stretch. Circle the shoulders and shake everything out. Well done, and thank you for joining me.